Welcome to Nisreen's Art World. I'm a dancer and a visual artist with a background in graphic art and psychology. In this podcast, I'll be exploring a variety of topics, from book reviews to dance analysis, through an artistic lens. I hope you enjoy the journey. Hello, this is Nisreen. Welcome to the fifth episode of season 2 of my podcast. It's lovely to speak with you again. Today, I'd like to talk about a film genre that seems to be quietly fading away, the rom-com or romantic comedy. Growing up in the 90s and 2000s, I always loved this cheesy but sweet and light-hearted genre. I have fond memories of films like The Wedding Singer, Bridget Jones' Diary, and Never Being Kissed. As a capsule article from 2022 pointed out, big-budget Marvel superhero films have largely taken the place of rom-coms over the last decade. However, platforms like Netflix and indie filmmakers are still producing well-written rom-coms. I'd love to shine a light on some smaller films that deserve more attention. A total coincidence, but all three films are British. No spoilers. Enjoy! The first film I'd like to recommend is What's Love Got to Do with It? Released in 2022, it was directed by Shekhar Kapoor and written by Jemima Khan. At the 17th Rome Film Festival, it won the Best Comedy Award. The story revolves around Zoe Stevenson, played by Lily James, a successful but chaotic filmmaker in her early 30s. Zoe decides to document the arranged marriage of her British Pakistani next-door neighbor, Kazem Kaz Khan. While it follows some classic rom-com tropes, the focus on cultural differences between the West and the East set this charming film apart. The film delicately balances being honest about one's perspective while remaining culturally respectful and open-minded, such as Zoe herself struggles to do in her project. I was impressed by how the movie sensitively portrayed both the differences and the shared humanity between cultures, all while maintaining its humor and light-hearted tone. My favorite character was Zoe's mother, Kath, played by the ever-delightful Emma Thompson. There's a heartfelt conversation between Kath and Zoe that unexpectedly had me in tears. And I can't forget to mention, Kath the dog is absolutely adorable. The second film I'd like to highlight is Yesterday, a musical romantic comedy released in 2019. As the title suggests, it featured songs by the legendary band The Beatles. Coincidentally, this is another film starring Lily James, who plays Ellie, the childhood friend of the protagonist, Jack Malik. Jack, played by Himesh Patel, is a struggling singer-songwriter. One day, he's hit by a bus during a mysterious 12-second global power failure. After recovering, he discovers he's now in a world where the Beatles have never existed or their music has been completely erased from history. Jack begins performing their songs, passing them off as his own. Watching Jack wrestle with the moral dilemmas this causes is both hilarious and engaging. This film captures something I love about British rom-coms. The protagonist feels genuinely ordinary. By contrast, as much as I enjoyed The Devil Wears Prada, casting Anne Hathaway as an ordinary plain girl was frankly a stretch. After watching this film, and of course, What Love Got to Do with It, I couldn't help but notice how much the representation of people of Asian descent has been normalized in British cinema, which is truly wonderful. A common critique of classic romantic films has been the homogeneity of the characters. In contrast, these films embrace greater diversity while still preserving the beloved tropes of the genre. Yesterday also features a memorable cameo by pop star Ed Sheeran. His line about "Hey Jude" made me burst out laughing. I'd recommend this film to anyone who loves the Beatles or good music in general. And Himesh Patel's singing performances are genuinely superb. The third film is Man Up, 2014, directed by Ben Palmer and written by Tess Morris. This one stars Lake Bell as Nancy, a woman unlucky in love, and Simon Pegg as Jack, a 40-year-old divorced man. The story follows their whirlwind day in London, brought about by a chance mistake that leads to an unexpected connection. The film's witty script and classical theatre feel won me over, especially in a climactic sequence involving a crowd rushing together. It reminded me of the charm of classic films like Melody. While the main character's chemistry is fantastic, the true star of the film is the city of London itself. The movie makes you feel as though you're exploring the beautiful city alongside the characters. What I adore about good rom-coms is their blend of laughter and just the right touch of emotional depth, offering a temporary escape from the bitterness of the real world. So, what do you think of today's episode? If you enjoyed it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Feel free to share them on social media or through the contact form in the description. Leaving a review would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.